We welcome you back to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. It's Raven football, and we rejoin the action in quarter number 3. And they'll run it here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now let's go! 3-19! Watch it now, boy! 3-19!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Here we go now! All right, now, Lucky 15! Lucky 15! 19!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here we go now! 3-19!
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati.
Let's go, guys.
There's a punt as he gets this away. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll go on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making.
And they'll run it here. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
3-19! 3-19! Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now a handoff looking right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
And they'll run him here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position.
National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.